Hey Vibe, hey B Persh. I am trying to have a conversation with the ghost in this house. It's been many months since I've tried this. I've had a little bit of contact. My camera, which I have been videotaping beside me, just went off, and the K2 meter started flickering a few moments later. And I had just invited the spirits of the house to use the energy in these devices to help reach out and communicate with me. So without my camera, I thought maybe I should go ahead and put it on my iPhone here, get the scope going so I can capture something while it might still be happening. It's quiet at the moment. I have a K2 meter, another EMF detector, and a REM pod. The REM pod's been quiet. I got an EM pump there to help the spirits. Let me try some more. If that was you a little while ago trying to communicate with me, please do so again. Make yourself known. Use these devices. Take the energy from these devices or from the room itself and make yourself known. These devices will not hurt you. None of these objects will hurt you. They're just here to help me communicate with you. I'd like to know more about you. My name's Rodi, and I'm not here to harm you in any way. Just want to talk to you. This is my house, by the way. I lived here many years. Activity comes and goes. The last few days, things have been just showing up in odd places. There'll be a book on the desk, and there'll be a penny on it. I don't know where the penny came from. Just different small things. So I thought I'd just reach out and see if I can communicate. Maybe they're trying to talk to me as they did last year. Is there anyone here tonight? Are you the spirit of the house that would like to communicate with me, or are you passing through? If you are here and like to communicate, just make a noise. Move something or knock on the wall. My name's Rodi. Let me know that you're here. My flashlight just went out. That's the first time that's ever happened. But if it goes out, there it goes again. I'm not doing anything. Are you making the flashlight blink? That's fine. Keep doing that. That's a fine way to let me know that you're here. You can use the energy in the flashlight or just turn it off. I'm recording this session with a digital audio tape, but I haven't heard anything yet. The only thing that's been odd is my camera going off, the EMF meter going up to 3, and now this flashlight, this little black light flashlight. Let me put it down. Let's see if I'll use this. There it goes. Are you here? Are you turning off my flashlight, turning it back on? That's fine. Keep doing that. If you're here, go ahead and turn the light out. Make it go off. Can you do that? Can you talk to me? Let me know that you're here. Can you come out and get close to these devices in front of me? These devices will not hurt you. They're just here to let me know that you're here. Hi, Glazed. Appreciate you guys coming by tonight. Because if something does happen, it's always good to have other people who see it live. What I have here, I have a K2 meter, I got a mel meter, a REM pod, an EM pump, and just a digital recorder. I had a video camera, but infrared video camera, but it quit recording. It just, the power went out. And then when that power went out, a few moments later, this K2 meter went up to 3. And then I started my broadcast, and shortly after I started my broadcast, this little black light flashlight would go off, come on. So I put it down, and now I'm using the mel meter, the light, from the mel meter to illuminate what's going on here. But it's been quiet, I guess, for the last 5 minutes. No activity. If you're a spirit in this room, in this house, please make yourself known. I'm here to try to communicate with you. I'm not going to hurt you in any way. My name's Rodi. Just knock on the wall. Get close to one of these devices here in front of me. They won't hurt you. Do I sense a presence? For the past few days, there's been a few minor things not placed where I thought they would be, odd things, coins in strange places, that kind of thing. So I just thought I would reach out tonight and see if I can. I thought the light is okay. Is that you? I don't know if you can see the light. If you look at, oh, there it went. Oh, the light's blinking. Is that you? Welcome. I'm glad you're here. If you saw that, the light just flickered. Now that light doesn't typically do that, but it's doing it again. Okay, if that's you, that's fine. Keep talking to me that way. Go ahead and turn the light out to let me know that you're here. That light's on the right-hand corner right there. Now I would think if he was in, a spirit was in here, the K2 meter in front of me would show some activity, but so far it's been pretty quiet for the last 10-15 minutes. This is my house. If it's haunted, it's not severely so. I've had some strange occurrences. Last year, in fact, I did a series of investigations in my upstairs last year because some odd things were happening. Ladders were knocked over, TVs were left on. That's almost like Hollywood stuff. But I used the REM pod and these K2 meters and asked for some contact. And I did get some. I got a very loud pop, and when I used the ghost box, I actually got a phrase or two. I might try the ghost box later, but I don't, until I have some contact here, I'd just rather not, until I have some communication stream going on. That flashlight, for some of you who were here, that flashlight started blinking again a few moments ago, about 3 or 4 minutes ago. And that's what it was doing earlier. That's why I put it down, because I didn't want people to think I was manipulating it. If you're in this room, I'm just trying to get the spirits to come back and try to have a conversation with them. If you're in this room, please make yourself known. Knock on the wall or move something. Tap me on the shoulder, whisper in my ear, anything you'd like to do. Just let me know you're here so we can start having a conversation. I can ask you questions and you can answer them. So if you're here, make yourself known. No one here is going to harm you in any way. We're just interested in talking to you. My name's Rodi. If you can show me that you're here, I'll turn this other device on and maybe you can actually talk to me. this ghost box. I could try to have a conversation with it. For those of you here, you did see that flashlight going off, didn't you? I mean, it did happen. There it did. See, it's off. I swear, it's off. That's good. Okay. Now, can you turn it back on? Can you let me know that you're here? Can you come close to this this device in front of me? Okay, now. If you can turn the flashlight back on, I'll turn on the ghost box, because that would indicate that you really do want to communicate. It's pretty quiet tonight. See, the reason I started checking my house was last year. I guess it was around August last year. I'm in Kennesaw. I went down into Marietta there's a house down there where they let people come in and they get to take a lot of these same type of devices and walk through this house that's been haunted for years down there, across the street from a cemetery. And it's kind of a guided tour, but you get to take the devices and go through the house for a couple hours. Well, I did that. It was interesting. I came home, and right when I walked in my basement door off the garage, there's a ladder that's propped up against the wall. Just a standard folding ladder propped up. I walked in, and that ladder fell over. It fell over and banged against the far wall. It scared me tremendously. And then the next evening, I heard something, and I stay downstairs. I never go upstairs. I went upstairs, and the TV in one of the guest rooms was turned on. It was just a Snoke. I don't have... Oh, that light. There it goes. Y'all saw that? I think it's here. I really think that there is a spirit here now trying to communicate with me. I've never used that flashlight before as a device, but it seems to have the power, or it found a way to turn it on. There it went again. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here tonight. I think I'm going to turn the ghost box on in just a few minutes to see if it can talk to me. The ghost box, I think, takes a certain type of talent from a spirit to actually use, because it's just a sophisticated. The ghost box takes radio waves, slices them up into small little pieces, in a sense, and lets the spirits manipulate them into phrases or words. It's very noisy, but sometimes you get a response. I used it last year. Let me finish that story. Last year, when I was after the ladder and the TV incident, I got these devices out, and I went upstairs to the room, and the room was pretty much empty. It's just the TV and a bed. And I started asking for, like I'm doing now, some kind of response. And on the ghost box, I heard a name, Dick, very clearly. I was asking what his name was, because this REM pod, it was getting activity. It was lighting up. And then a very loud pop came from the ceiling, very loud. And I have all this on a video because I was recording it at the time. So I tried a couple more days, and the things kind of slacked off, so I quit. I went on a couple trips and investigated other things. But from that time, I have not investigated my house again because everything was quiet. But now, things start happening. Should I use the ghost box? Anybody want to hear the ghost box and try to talk to it that way? We could ask questions. You could propose a question. I could ask it. Okay, now, it's annoying because if you've seen it before, they're very noisy. They get a lot of static. So let me put this down. You keep an eye on that flashlight too, because that seems to be the main way it's communicating. If you see Spirit Box 11, I'm going to put down the REM pod so the light kind of going to go away a little bit. Sorry for the darkness. I usually have the light going on, but the camera light went out. Spirit, can you talk to me through this box tonight? Can you say something to me? Uh-oh. Can you talk to me through this box tonight? Or come up and try to talk to me through this box. Try to say something to me. Like, what is your name? I don't think that's going to work. I'm much more interested in talking through this light here, because it's what was acting up. If you just joined us, I'm trying to reach out to the spirits in this room. About 5 minutes ago, it was here turning on and off this light, although it didn't show up on the K2 meter. About 30 minutes ago, the K2 meter did go on right when my digital camera went off. That's when I started doing the scope, was because I was having activity and I wanted some way to record it. That's how investigations are sometimes. They do get boring because there's long periods of time when not much happens. But when they do happen, that's where all the reward comes in. The shows you see on TV, you know, they even tell you that, you know, they've been there for hours, if not days, and they show you the scenes that they have. But this is live, so if you're here tonight and want to continue to make yourself known, knock on the wall or come up and get close to one of these devices and let us know that you're here. Am I by myself? Yeah, I'm by myself. Nobody here. That's a good idea. The one who was communicating with us a while ago, are you a boy or a girl? Are you a boy? If you're a boy, turn off that light. If you're a girl, turn off that light. You know, I get them angry. This being my house, I don't want to get them angry. I appreciate them being here. So last year I was investigating a bridge up in Cartersville. It's a bridge reportedly to be haunted. And I was on the bridge and trying to reach out to the ghost there. And my partner was asking it, you know, to say something to let us know it's there. And on the audio tape, I didn't hear it at the time. We heard something, like a whisper. And on the audio tape, we heard, "Get out of here." It was a very, very low whisper. I mean, you could barely make it out. And at the time, she said, "Did I hear you say something?" And it repeated it, "Get out of here," like a, the light went out. Did you see that? Are you here? If you want to talk to me, turn the light back on and we'll have a conversation. I'll ask you more questions. It's funny, every time I start discussing, it's twice now, I start discussing things that happened in the past, that light goes out. I'm glad you're here tonight. You're welcome to any of the energy that these devices are putting out, that flashlight, the EM pump, the K2 meter, the REM pod, whatever it takes for you to let me know that you're here and we can have a conversation. That's fine, that's great. Are you happy to be here tonight? Turn the flashlight back on if you are glad I'm here tonight talking to you. Can you come over to this device in front of me? And get close to it and turn the lights on, make all the lights flicker? Can you do that? That little flashlight I don't usually use as a communication device. I usually use it to light up what I'm doing, but this is like the 4th time in the half hour that it's done this. Maybe there's something about it that it's attracted to the black light or finds it just a way to manipulate it. If you're happy, if you're at peace, turn the light back on. Can you turn the light back on? Let us know that you're here and that you're happy. I don't really want to ask. If you're angry and am I bothering you and you want me to leave you alone, turn the light back on. I'm not here to hurt you or bother you. I'm here just to talk to you. And if you don't want to talk, turn the light back on and we'll stop right now. You've taken the energy from my camera. If you're taking energy from that light, that's fine. Just let me know that you're here. Okay. For some reason, they seem to get active when I tell the story. So let me continue that one story about the bridge. I was on the bridge and this voice, I guess you call it a disembodied voice because there wasn't anything but the voice, this whisper said, "Get out of here." And then we asked, "What did you say?" My partner, she said, "What did you say?" And it said, "Get out of here." And we were actually on the way out. This was actually when we were about ready to leave the bridge. So we did. We went ahead and packed up, carried the rest of the stuff, and left. But I have that on audio. That's the bridge in Cartersville. It's a haunted. It's like one of the oldest covered bridges in the area, or probably in America. I don't think there's any older. Any other stories? Well, last year I went down to Savannah and stayed at the 1790 Inn and did some scoping and some videotaping there, and nothing happened to speak of, except one night. I stayed there 2 nights, and after the first night I was there, now if you don't know about Anna and the haunted inn 1709, you can read about it. A girl in the room upstairs. I didn't stay in room 204. I stayed in room 104, right below. But anyway, if you're in 204, activity is much more common. The women are attacked or dragged out of bed. There's various reports, just odd things happening. I was in 104 down below, and I was doing pretty much like I am now. I had the video going. I had scoped a little while. I actually had the Ouija board out for a little while. Not getting much. There was a little bit of activity, but I'm thinking that activity was more because I got too close to the devices myself when I was using the Ouija board. Because I had some motion detectors and they were going off. But anyway, that morning I got up and the water bottle that I keep on the bedside table next to me was across the room. I woke up and the water bottle was across the room. It's something. I mean, I certainly didn't knock it off. If I did knock it off, it would have been beside me. But it was like 12 feet away. So that's my only odd adventure up in Savannah that trip. Although I recommend Savannah. It's a great place. I'm going to be going back as soon as I can get into room 204. Spirit of the house that was here a while ago, please come back. Let's continue to talk. Turn that light back on. Let me know that you're here. For those of you who might not have been here, this little flashlight here has been the way this spirit has been communicating. It's been turning it on and off. My name's Rodi. I'm not here to harm you anyway. I just want to talk to you. This is my house that you're visiting. And you're welcome to visit. Or if you're passing through, you're also welcome. If you get close to some of these devices, get close to these items right here in front of me, they'll light up and let me know you're here. Come get over here by this. See how it lights up? You can do that, just get near it. Well, maybe it's left. I think what I'm going to do is check my videotape, see if anything was on it before it went off. Because I have a infrared camera that went off very early before I started scoping, and that's the reason I turned on the scope, because I wanted to record this. So what happened tonight? I'm about to sign off, but what happened tonight is I had the video recorder on, and I was asking the spirit to make itself known, to use like I've been doing, use this energy in these different devices. And after about 2 minutes, the camera went off. And so I picked up the flashlight, because the camera put out a little bit of light. I didn't need to have a flashlight when the camera's going, because it emits its own light for the infrared to pick up on. So I picked up the little flashlight, and was holding it pretty much like I'm holding this millimeter now for light. And the flashlight started flickering. It would go off, come on. So I put it down, and now I'm using the millimeter to for the light. And while we're having a conversation here, the light would come on and off. Like every 5 or 10 minutes it would go on and come off. Now it's gone off and it's just stayed off. So one thing we'll do is check the battery. I mean, that'd be insane if it was the battery, but it's hard to say sometimes. Could be. It's hard to say because spirits are known to drain batteries. So the fact that it's out doesn't really prove that there wasn't a spirit here. It might prove why it's off at the moment, because it can't come back on. But you guys stay tuned. I will do this again in a few days. And if I see anything on the videotape, I'll be sure to tell you. Thanks for stopping by. And if you're ever in Kennesaw, look me up. Bye-bye.